Welcome back, marketing chefs. I wonder what's cooking in our Omni-Channel oven today. There's actually nothing in the oven today. Why? Because it is the Lunar New Year. Welcome to the kitchen, the Marketing Kitchen. Hi, I'm Ron Vining, your host of MarketingKitchenTV, and it is Lunar New Year 2019. It's the year of the pig. And I just wanted to say Gong Si Fa Chai to all of you, and to thank you for all of your support of both myself and my brands. It's been 2018 was a big year for us, and 2019 is going to be even larger for our brands Lernami, Brand Influx, iPlanaria, and Automated Influx. And those four brands, combined with the Marketing Kitchen TV and prior projects that I've done with VINING management, I really look to take those to the next level in 2019. So let me just share a couple of things with you about what happens here in Asia. Some of you are already in Asia, so you already know, but for those of you that aren't, I just wanted to share a little bit of the prosperity that we have here. And typically on Chinese New Year, if any of you are not familiar, these are called ang paos, and they are usually filled with money. So they're filled with gifts. So typically, when an elder, a married elder, would come to an unmarried individual on Chinese New Year, they would give them an ang pao. And they come in all different patterns, typically in red, but they don't have to be in red. They can be in other wealth colors as well too. And they come in different styles. And this one happens to be made out of velvet, so it's quite nice. And they're a great marketing opportunity. If you take a look here, this one is by Tempur-Pedic. This one is representing different snacks. Another food company. One of the banks here in Singapore, POSB. DBS Treasures. ICBC. So anyway, you get the idea. Cath Kidston retail shop, and then even shopping malls get into the action. And so with a premium with purchase, you could get this special set right here, and this is really nice. These are fancy, expensive ang baos that you could give out. In fact, I got this with premium with the purchase a couple of years ago, and I just didn't want to let it go because it's so nice. So the way the tradition goes is that on the New Year's Eve, the Lunar New Year's Eve, there's the reunion dinner. And that's where the family gets together, typically around a hot pot or around steamboat. So it's fresh seafood, fresh vegetables, some fresh meats, put in boiling soup. It can be in different flavors, different broth. And it's cooked there, right there on the table with you in your house. And so you do that. Some traditional Chinese still actually use coal. Others use gas. Some people have gone to electric, but it can be quite fun if you do it the old-fashioned way on a nice little coal burner. And just the soup heats up, put your meats, your vegetables, and your fish in there, and then they'll cook, and then you can eat them fresh there. And that's the reunion dinner. Typically happens with your closest family. On the first day of Chinese New Year, typically wherever the patriarch, matriarch are, people will come and visit. So the eldest of the family, they'll come, the family members will come and visit. And when they visit on that first day of Chinese New Year, all the unmarried individuals will receive an ang bao from their married elders. And so you would, an individual come up to you, they'd say Gong Si Fa Chai in Mandarin, wishing you a Happy New Year, and then they would pass you an ang bao. So they would just hand it to you, and then you would receive that, and you say "sei sei," which is saying basically thank you in Mandarin, and you would politely, right? You'd collect all of your ang baos, and you wouldn't open them in front of anyone, and you just discreetly just pop them in your pocket, and then run to the toilet to go check out to see how much money was in each one. And so anyway, it can be quite fun. So other things that happen on Chinese New Year is the presentation of the Mandarin orange. And the Mandarin orange comes in all different sort of fancy ways, but you always present two. And you would present this first to the eldest person in the home. And there's a special greeting that you would give based on who that individual is. So you first go to the eldest person in the home. Then you would go to the next two, typically. So you would be looking at grandparents and then the parents. And then you could also be presented in a bag like this. And then inside, nicely, the mandarin oranges are, or we'd call them tangerines, really, in the West. But they call them mandarin orange here, and they'd be presented in the bag. Chinese New Year is a lot of fun. It is a combination of Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year, all in one. And so, depending on where in Asia you are, in China things shut down for as long as, and in Malaysia, for anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. In Singapore, things just shut down for 2 days. So it really just depends upon where it is that you're located, how long the holiday is celebrated. And you think, why would things be shut down for a month? Well, think about the geographic size of China is almost the same size as the United States. And so people go back and they visit their families. So that just gives people time to leave the cities and go back into the countryside and spend time with family. One thing also really fun during Chinese New Year are all of the snacks. And so all of the shops here, and they have tastings, they have all different types of snacks, and they usually come in containers like this. And so you just, you can present these to the home that you're going to, and there will be lots of them. Everyone will bring a few, so there will be more snacks than you'll ever want to eat in one sitting. So it can be quite fun. And some of them can become really fancy. Some of them are cookies as well too. Cookies or biscuits or dehydrated shrimp. There's dehydrated plums, all kinds of fun, some really fun stuff. The dehydrated plums you put in your drink, of course, you don't eat those right away. And then actually, and the market always sells plants like these. Either you can put in your own home, or you can bring this over to someone's house, and they typically look like this. I bought this plant 3 years ago, and it's not doing so well. But anyway, I still like it. So it's outside sitting on my patio. Just brought it in to share with you for this show and tell, if you will, in the Marketing Kitchen. All right, again, I just wanted to wish you all a happy 2019, happy Lunar New Year, Gong Si Fa Chai. This is Ron Vining. Remember, whatever happens in the Marketing Kitchen should not stay in the Marketing Kitchen. You should share it with your friends. I would really appreciate it if you would share Marketing Kitchen TV with everyone you know, so that in 2019 this channel can grow. Again, I'm Ron Vining, your host, wishing you an abundance of wealth, an abundance of wellness, and an abundance of joy in the year of the pig. Gong Si Fa Chai.